uh, last week witnessed a tragic incident of boat capsizing off the coast of Morocco involving Pakistani nationals. So far, 22 survivors have been confirmed as Pakistani nationals on the basis of verified information. Our embassy in Morocco remains in contact with the Pakistani survivors for any sort of assistance and with the Moroccan authorities to ascertain the identity of any further Pakistani nationals involved in the tragedy. I would also mention our gratitude to the excellent cooperation and assistance provided by the friendly country of Morocco. We remain grateful to them. The Netherlands and Pakistan held the 11th round of bilateral political consultations in Islamabad on January 20th. Now, the Netherlands side was led by the Secretary General of the Dutch Foreign Ministry, and Foreign Secretary Ms. Amna Baloch led the Pakistan side. Both sides held discussions on a wide range of areas, including economic, political, trade and investment, climate change, agriculture, water management, dairy and livestock, education and culture. This week marked several important developments as a part of our Look Africa policy. Our Additional Foreign Secretary for Africa, Mr. Hamid Asghar Khan, is currently visiting Africa, and he has already conducted bilateral consultations with Djibouti, Rwanda and Uganda. And before these bilateral consultations, as is customary, we signed bilateral memorandum of understanding for convening of these bilateral consultations on an annual basis. During the bilateral consultations with Rwanda, discussions focused on culture, defense and security, education, culture, science and information technology. And highlight was also the initiation of MOU on preferential trade agreement. The fourth round of Pakistan-Azerbaijan bilateral political consultations will be held in Islamabad today. Mr. Elnur Mamadov, Deputy Foreign Minister of Republic of Azerbaijan, is visiting Pakistan to lead the Azeri delegation. The Pakistan delegation would be led by our Foreign Secretary. The two sides will discuss the entire range of bilateral relations, including cooperation in trade, energy, information technology, defense, health, connectivity and education sectors. The two sides also discussed a range of regional and international issues. Pakistan welcomes the initiation of ceasefire in Gaza on January 19, 2025, and the subsequent release of hostages and Palestinian prisoners. The milestone was achieved after the patient and persistent mediatory role of Egypt, Qatar, and the United States. We urge the international community to develop a concrete plan for reconstruction of Gaza in line with UNSC resolutions. We call for accountability of Israeli crimes committed in this brutal war, describing it as an essential element in restoring international legitimacy. Pakistan continues to support the two-state solution, which is based on fundamental principles of the UN Charter, resolutions of the UN Security Council, and decisions of the International Court of Justice. And we also unequivocally condemn the latest Israeli raid in the Jenin refugee camp of the West Bank, resulting in killing of 10 Palestinians. Such actions potentially undermine the precarious ceasefire in Gaza, and international community should take note of it. I thank you, and the floor is open for questions.